And welcome back to some more F1 2020 and part 42 of our career mode with Jordan GP Mercedes. Today we have the Mexican Grand Prix, the third last race of the season, and if you didn't check out the last episode around Austin, Texas, then make sure you go and check it out because it was an incredible Grand Prix in the wet and it completely changed the championship, so go and check that out if you haven't already. So, for the rest of us that have watched it, obviously you will know that we are now joint leader of the championship, level on points with Valtteri Bottas, only 8 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton. It's going to be an incredible end to the season. We're only 49 points behind in the... 50 points behind in the Constructors' Championship as well. 3-1-2s with the fastest laps would be enough to win that and finish the series in Season 2, which would be absolutely amazing, and what an achievement it would be. So we're going to try everything that we can to win both championships in these last three races. Hopefully the Mexican Grand Prix can be kind to us. Last year we finished 6th here with the fastest lap, so I think we're going to have a really good Grand Prix, and hopefully Sergio Perez in front of his home fans will have a good Grand Prix too. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below if you are enjoying it, and let me know down in the comments any thoughts that you have about the Grand Prix. But without further ado, let's see how we get on in qualifying. Well, here we come round the final corner, up for our first flying lap of the weekend, and it's a 1:14.2, which is comfortably quickest for the moment. Bottas in third, which is very interesting. Trying to get a little bit of a tour here and see how quick we can go. 215 miles an hour we were hitting the rev limit there, so I think there's probably a lot more in the car than what we've just shown, but should be more than enough to get through to Q2. Well, there we go then, comfortably through to Q2, and Sergio Perez a 10th quicker. I do expect that he'll probably out-qualify us this weekend in front of his home fans. Hamilton 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, Verstappen 5th, Kvyat 6th. Bottas down in 14th, goodness me, that was very, very close, and Leclerc down in 13th as well. But going out in Q1, Ocon, that's a big surprise. Kimi Räikkönen, who was having a really sour end to the end to his career, just not really competing at all, being thrashed by Stroll every race, so he's just waiting to get out of here. Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Magnussen and George Russell. Well, I thought it was definitely worth trying to get through on the medium tyres, so we come up to the line. What's it going to be? It's a 1:14.9, which puts us second for the moment, only 3/10 behind Bottas on the soft tyres. It should be enough to get through to Q3, but we will sort of sit around on the soft tyres waiting to come out in case it is looking likely that we're going to go out. But there you go, Hamilton goes quickest with a 1:14.2, so that's 7/10 quicker. Hamilton's starting to show his pace. Well, it was definitely a bit of a risk. I didn't go back out, and look at that. We just get through to Q3. That was very, very close. Perez was the man down in 10th place, going into the final few laps, and he went out on the soft tyres to try and improve his time, having previously been on the mediums. Carlos Sainz showing a lot of pace up there in second, and very, very interesting. Sebastian Vettel almost out in Q2 there. Stroll, Kvyat, Gasly, Albon, Latifi and Schumacher are the drivers to go. So who is going to get pole position for this Mexican Grand Prix? It's looking very, very tight between the top 10. Well, here we come then, up to the line. What's it going to be? It's a 1:13.9 into the 13s then. And we take provisional pole position. I don't know whether Sergio Perez... Well, he's gone second, so it's a Jordan 1-2 at the moment. And we're the ones slightly ahead at the moment. I know Hamilton did a 14.6, so has he got any more signs? Pushes Bottas down even further. Bottas having a horrific couple of Grand Prix, really. You know, qualified third in the USA, which wasn't bad, but you would have expected a lot better. And, well, only finished 7th in the end, which, again, that's just not good enough. Whoa, I wasn't even looking at the screen there. Something happened to the left of me, but we're alright. We didn't crash out, so we'll come in. We'll get another fresh set of boots. I think there is a little bit more time in this car, so we'll see exactly what we're capable of, hopefully on the next lap. Here we come then on our second flying lap of Q3. You can see Verstappen has jumped it up into third place, so things are definitely going in our favour at the moment. The Mercedes don't seem to have the pace round here, which I'm not entirely sure why, but the high altitude does sometimes negate advantages from engine power, but Mercedes should, in theory, have the second best car at the moment. That wasn't a very good corner, but we are 3.5 tenths up, and that's purple through the middle sector. This has been a bit of a scruffy lap, but we'll see as we come through the stadium. We take a bit too much curve there. We come round the final corner and we come up to the line. It is going to be an improvement. Bottas currently on pole, but we take it off him, I think.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done.
And there you go.
Fantastic drive.
So we have took pole position, but Bottas came from nowhere there.
Qualifying complete. Let's review our top three today. The captain, Bottas, and Sergio Perez. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Well, we pulled something out in that final sector there. 3 tenths quicker than Valtteri Bottas, who managed to get into the 13s. Perez on a 14 flat, he qualifies third. Leclerc, an excellent fourth for Ferrari. Verstappen 5th. Hamilton only 6th. That's got to be a body blow for him. Vettel 7th. Sainz 8th. Norris 9th. And Ricciardo in 10th place. It's going to be an intense Grand Prix. Can we win it? Can we extend our lead in the championship?
Here we go then. It's time to race in Mexico City, a place which gave Honda their first ever victory back in 1965. American Richie Ginther won from third on the grid. And what are the Honda-powered cars this year? Well, Red Bull have been going strong here in recent seasons, so can they keep that record going today? The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right and the remaining 7 going to the left. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about the captain. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. The captain lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Hamilton, Vettel, Sainz, Norris, and Lance Stroll, Kvyat, Gasly, Alexander Albon, and Latifi, Schumacher, Ocon, Kimi Raikkonen, and Roman Grosjean. Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Magnussen and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Well, what a lineup that is. We are on pole position for the Mexican Grand Prix. But it's a long run down to turn 1. It's going to be tough to stay ahead of Valtteri Bottas. We're on the medium tyres as well, so we're probably not going to get a good getaway off the grid. So we've got to rely on a lot of luck here today. We're the only one in the top 10 on the medium tyres, unless whoever was in 11th, who I think... I can't quite remember
We're
who
still
it
in with
was.
a chance to win the Constructors' title, so let's make this happen in the last 3 races.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who is on the medium tyres and who isn't. I think we'll have a quick look now. You can see Latifi is on the medium, so is Mick Schumacher. On the hards is Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen on the mediums as well. So Haas splitting strategy. Everybody else is on the soft tyres, but you know, we will see how it all pans out. We know that we're going to be on the soft tyres towards the end of the race, which is surely going to help us to secure that fastest lap that we need in order to help us win the Constructors' Championship. Hopefully Sergio Perez will manage to get up into second today. Can we win another Grand Prix? We obviously won in Austin. It was a very strong performance on the Sunday. We're going to need another strong performance today if we are going to do it. We don't want contact with Bottas on the formation lap again. Trying to hold up the field as much as possible, try and cool down their tyres, keep my tyres as hot as I can. A little bit of mind games potentially with Bottas.
No rain expected.
A little
No
bit
rain
wide
expected
there.
for the time being.
It's going to be a dry race, hopefully a race without issue. As we come into the stadium section for today, really is an excellent part of the track. Not necessarily to drive, but awesome to go through. But here we come, lining up on the grid. So we're leading the way. Bottas in second, Perez third, Charles Leclerc in fourth. We've got Verstappen in fifth, Hamilton sixth, Sebastian Vettel in seventh, Carlos Sainz eighth, Lando Norris ninth, and Lance Stroll completing the top 10. You've got the two Alpha Tauris 11th and 12th, with Alexander Albon in 13th. Then the two Alfa Romeos, followed by Esteban Ocon, Kimi Raikkonen, Romain Grosjean, and then Giovinazzi, Daniel Ricciardo, Kevin Magnussen, and George Russell. So here we go, ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go here in Mexico's a long hold of the lights, and I think that's helped us as we get off the grid well. But look at this, Perez and Bottas are managing to go past us. Perez leading the way going into turn one. Going to take it nice and easy into that corner. A little bit of contact between Perez and Bottas, and Bottas is now leading, but Perez has got a better exit. We are currently in third, just keeping ourselves to ourselves at the moment. But there you go, Bottas leads out of turn one, or out of sector one I should say. And now we need to get past Sergio Perez as quickly as possible on these medium tyres. And brake checks us a little bit there, and we lose out compared to Max Verstappen behind, and Lewis Hamilton up into fifth as well. So good start for those guys. Charles Leclerc's dropped down a little bit, and well, we just need to make sure that we're not losing too much to Bottas up ahead. As long as we keep him in our sights, I think we can still get him today. But not an ideal start. As I said, long run down to turn one. We didn't have any slipstream, so we were just taking all the wind. And Bottas takes advantage of that, and we're currently in third, but going to have to work hard here because Verstappen now is maybe fancying his chances. Well, you join me on lap 5 of this Grand Prix, and we're struggling to get past Perez and Bottas up ahead. Perez is right in the slipstream of Bottas, but he can't quite get past as it stands. But yeah, we're just struggling out of the final corner at the moment, and they just seem to have better traction, which I guess makes sense. They're on the softer compound tyre, but yeah, it's going to be tough to get past them, I think. Certainly on track. Well, look how close we are to Perez now, but it's out of this final corner that we really struggle to get the power down. There you go, just pull away and nearly get a second on
We're not going to
us.
be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
And the DRS just can't do anything, so I'm just going to have to rethink it. Rethink that final corner. Through the lap we catch up. It's out of that final corner that the two in front just have a huge advantage on us. Yeah, it is going to just be hugely difficult. To get past them, but we're still very much in the race, and hopefully we can overcut them on these medium tyres. That's a better exit this time.
You'll be on the softs.
Well, they're 3/10 closer, and with the DRS, hopefully we can get even closer. And if we can stay close in these first couple of corners, maybe, just maybe, wow, we were able to get past Perez there, but just couldn't hold it. Messed up his chances on Bottas, which is going to have a knock-on effect on us as well. But no, it's not going to happen at the moment. Well, there goes Perez round the outside of Bottas in the first corner. Is he going to make it stick? Oh, well, contact up ahead. Perez has got DRS. Surely he's going to make the move here. Look at this. Perez goes down the inside. Bottas stays on the outside. We're just looking to take advantage. This is so close. Perez still around the outside.
Bottas has just moved into first place.
Got the inside line. Oh my word, side by side through this very fast section, and Perez backs out of it. But this is crazy how close it is, and how much quicker the three of us are than everyone else apparently. Although I think Hamilton may well have come in. But wow, that was exciting. And then I think Perez is going to be coming into the pits. There you go, Perez peels off.
I think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
So Perez is in the pits.
Sergio is in the pits.
We stay out. This is
This lap,
our chance.
push
We
hard
didn't
on
have the
in lap.
DRS open there. That's a bit of a missed opportunity. And obviously Bottas in front doesn't have that. So, a little bit of a wobble through there. But we're coming into the pits this lap. So it's going to be battle of the pit stops, and then we're going to be on the soft tyres, and Bottas is going to be on the mediums, so we're going to be able to pass him on the track. That's going to be the question. I'll stick it into lean, I think. Try and save the fuel up for when we really need it. You know, we know we're not going to be able to pass Bottas in this stadium section. We'll just give ourselves the best chance. So here we go, battle of the pit stops then. Myself and Bottas come into the pit lane. And there you go, a very good break to the line. Bottas comes in. Is Leclerc going to hold him up? No. So here we go. We're away.
Now. We're racing on the exit. Release,
so
release.
close. So close to getting past Bottas there.
Look after these tyres now.
And here
We've
comes
finished the
Perez.
race on this
Perez is
compound.
going to lead the race. Well, there you go. Look at that. Perez, that one lap fresher tyres has enabled him to get past Bottas. Now then, we need to get past Bottas. DRS enabled. This is going to be our chance. He comes over to the inside to defend, but we just got superior grip and we're through. And there you go. That's exactly what the plan was, to just
in first place.
stick close to them on the medium tyres, and as soon as the soft tyres come on, we've got the superior grip, the superior speed, so we can make the move. And now we don't really need to stress about getting past Perez. We're past Bottas, we're past our championship rival. We don't want to hold Perez up, really. But I think we are going to be able to go past him here. We've still got superior traction out of that final corner, but he hasn't got DRS. He's going to be powerless to defend here. And look at this. Oh, a little bit of contact there. That was a little bit risky, and well, Perez is still there, just trying to keep it as clean as possible so we don't hold them up. But there you go, we're through. And that should be the Grand Prix victory, as long as we don't do anything stupid. And as long as we don't take too much out of these tyres.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
There you go, there's the fastest lap as well, aided by a little tow from Kimi Räikkönen at the end there. And Perez has got a good gap on Bottas behind as well, so I think we're going to get this one too. Exactly what we needed for both championships. Is Hamilton going to manage to get past Leclerc for fourth? It's very important for the championship. Now Leclerc is on the hard tyres, which is an interesting decision from him. So it's all going to be about whether Hamilton gets past him and tries to maximise Mercedes' points haul, but we're going to gain 11 points on Bottas, so an 11-point lead going into the final two races as it stands.
This is your final lap of the race.
That's been a pretty lonely race out at the front. We're now 9 seconds ahead of Sergio Perez. It just shows, you know, the difference in pace of these tyres and the difference it made hanging on to the coattails of Perez and Bottas early on.
Seconds.
You know, they weren't able to do that with me. And, well, Hamilton has made it past Leclerc, so we are just going to make up the minimum 17 points that we need every single Grand Prix to win the Constructors' Championship, as long as nobody steals the fastest lap off us in this final lap. But, you know, we've done the most important thing. We've won the Grand Prix. Perez has finished second. We can't do any more than that, really. You know. You know, we're driving very, very well at the moment. We're going to get our second Grand Prix victory in a row, and we're going to take at least an 11-point lead into the final 2 races. So the next couple, both 50% races, are going to be hugely interesting. We come up to the line and we win the Mexican Grand Prix.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
It's victory in Mexico then, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Wow, what a brilliant Grand Prix, and we're having a great fist of it, trying to win both championships. We started from well back, but you know, we've worked hard and we're reaping the rewards now.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. The captain takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, what a Grand Prix. We win the Grand Prix 8.5 seconds ahead of Sergio Perez in second. Bottas finishes third to keep his title hopes faintly alive. Lewis Hamilton finishes fourth. Charles Leclerc fifth. Verstappen sixth. Norris 7th, Vettel 8th, Kvyat 9th, and Esteban Ocon in 10th. Albon retired from the race, another retirement for him this season. He's been very, very unlucky. He's been the Bottas of last year, but there you go. What a Grand Prix it was. You know, a second quicker than anyone else with the fastest lap. We were just in the zone this weekend, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below, because we've got 2 races left potentially in the series. We're only 33 points behind Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship. Can we pull it off? Can we pull off a miracle and win both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships? You'll just have to find out in the next episode. Subscribe for weekly F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.